Welcome to WWE Raw Talks Live.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, I'm not talking to the Danas this time. I'm talking to you.
I know.
Because last week you weren't here for WWE Raw Talks Live. You didn't watch the show, so I know you have no recollection of how this thing works. Maybe I should re-explain it to you.
I know what I'm doing.
So what I did last week is myself, name of Ian, and my dependable Baltimore co-host Sam Fricky were here, and we reviewed Monday Night Raw, promo by promo, match by match, segment by segment. You were off in Angola somewhere.
Sometimes you gotta go to Angola.
Obviously not caring that much about the channel or the show.
You're fucking crybaby, you know that?
I'm not crying. We had a good show last week.
Yeah, but you're all pissed off that I took 1 week off to go to see my family who lives out in another country.
I'm not pissed off. I'm just telling it like it is.
So it's your tone.
Yeah, but you know that sometimes tone can be misleading.
Not with you. It's very intentional.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know about that. So real quick before we go into Raw, D-Ray's here, and I want to say that I love that Dan.
He's all right.
How was your time in South Africa?
It was okay. I ate a lot of food. I got fat. I think I gained like 10 pounds.
Show off that banker body real quick. Gina can let us know if the banker body looks that different. Look it from this side.
Oh, your hands are so cold.
What?
Your hands are so cold.
Your hands aren't cold? Let me feel your hand. It's like a room temperature hand.
Maybe my belly's just sensitive. See, it doesn't feel that cold.
You got a hot head though too.
Maybe I got a fever.
Gina says still hot. So I guess South Africa doesn't change a banker body.
It can only change for the better.
But you know, we can't talk about Monday Night Raw until everyone is certainly wearing their brown gloves, wouldn't you say?
If it's getting cold out, we're gonna have to wear extra pairs of brown gloves soon.
Hey, Mike, make sure everyone has brown gloves. Does everyone have brown gloves? Oh, dude.
Yo, but how many people in Africa were wearing brown gloves?
No, it's too warm.
Oh, but it doesn't get cold at night there.
No, real life though, it was like 50 degrees, but people dress like it's fucking winter time.
Yeah, because they don't know what real
Like
cold
scarves and hats and gloves. Like, I don't know what they would do if it snowed.
Dan, as we're about to start talking about Raw, so why don't you tweet the link out? Let's get this chat fucking popping tonight. You know what I'm saying? I think we could have a good, fun show.
Pop, pop, poppity pop.
The artist hasn't been here in about a month, so things are going to feel a little different. But I think, you know, worst comes to worst, we'll just do an average show.
Yeah.
But you know the drill.
Yeah.
You know the drill. We always talk about the A story. What's the A story?
Roman Reigns versus Sheamus, Vince McMahon as the referee. Vince McMahon shows up. He's released from prison.
Yeah.
When she went to prison, he almost got the electrocution chair. That's what I heard. For everybody else. So they didn't think he was going to cheat, but he was the biggest fucking cheater.
Yeah. Perhaps we should wait.
Yeah. I feel like an idiot.
But no, but like, cause sometimes it comes back, and because it's behind, they'll get like the tail end of it. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, hey, see what I mean? We're back. Let's see where you were. No, but like, cause sometimes it comes back. And,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
see what I mean?
All
Okay,
right.
so just
yeah. So
we
the
started with Steph and Roman in the ring.
Oh, I forgot about
promo,
that. Yeah, and she was mad because Roman got her dad, not her husband. That'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad arrested.
Yeah.
She thinks it's all his fault, and he was like, "You're a bitch. He's a dick," and he got what he deserved. Basically, is what he said. I was eating Chinese food, so
True.
I didn't catch all of it. I just got the bullet points. Was there anything else in the promo that you thought was significant?
Yeah, the part that they're doing this weird family angle with Roman, where Vince is just like, "You're Sika and Alpha, the Wild Samoans. I paid them pennies, and they aligned my pockets." First of all, I won't bury them, but and then Roman was just like, "If that happens, your dad won't be going to jail tonight. He'll be going to the hospital."
Mm-hmm.
And I misread that at first, and in my head, I thought Vince was still in jail. And I thought Roman was insinuating that his Samoan family members in jail were going to shake Vince. I thought he was insinuating, like, yeah, let this shit not go my way, and your dad's going to catch one in the kidney.
Oh, my God.
So I was like, wait a minute, what is he talking about? But then I was like, all right, never mind. Vince is out of jail. But yeah, the thing with the family is kind of weird. It just seems unnecessary.
It is weird. And Roman is like, basically the Michael Myers of the McMahon family, just
he's got to take
murdering them one by one. And so they finally get to the match, and it goes pretty much how you'd think it would.
Mm-hmm.
So the bell rings. Sheamus just starts punching him back, right away.
Burnout Inc. is in the chat. I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to say what's up. Your nose is running a little bit.
I'm fucking...
Ew. We gonna rub that now?
I don't know.
Why don't I get you a paper towel? You can blow your fucking nose.
Mandy Kaufman.
Go ahead.
That was a joke he did. He would have a runny nose. And that was like his whole fucking thing.
So they lead to Roman versus Sheamus, and they have the match. And I was thinking, it's going to be interesting to see how well Vince can move around.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's 70, he's torn both quads, you know what I'm saying? This guy's got a lot of miles on him. So Vince goes for the first pin, and he falls to his knees, and he's like... And I was like, okay, I don't think he meant to count with both hands. I think he almost fell on his face. Yeah. And because he did it one more time, probably as just damage control, and then he never did it again. So that makes me think he didn't mean to do that.
Probably not.
See, we got System in the chat, and he says, it was a pretty good match. I disagree. I think this was fucking garbage. I thought it was a complete shit show, and it completely fell apart at the end.
I mean, I thought it was okay. Like the beginning, I didn't think it was garbage, but I didn't think it was very good. It was basically just some back and forth, and then Vince is still fucking jacked though.
Yeah, well, he's roiding out.
It's pretty impressive.
Never mind. Go ahead.
And so it goes the way you think, where he's doing quick counts for Sheamus, and then like super slow counts. It was pretty funny when he got up and was was asking for eye drops.
Yeah, well, he was like 1, 2, and then like he's like pulling his eyelid down. He's walking like this, and I'm like, what is he reaching for? And he gets over to the camera. And he goes, "I need some eye drops." Like, that was still holding the eyelid down. So stupid, but yeah, that was funny. I did think that was watching us do that's pretty funny too. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was terrible. Like there was a part where Sheamus picks up Roman and suplexes him down onto the table, and Michael Cole's like slamming his ribs on the table. And it's like, well, that's his spine, but A for effort, I guess.
Well, that's Michael Cole's fault.
Yeah,
because he's a dumb dope.
Before we talk more about this match, they showed that commercial for that movie, The Boy,
with
Lauren Cohen, Maggie from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
First of all, smoke show, complete smoke show.
Oh, hello,
Maggie is. Yeah. I'm not mad at her at all. I thought you were about to sing Adele right there, but that movie looks like shit.
I don't find it scary because he is just the boy. How can he be scared of the boy?
He's not even a real boy.
He's just the boy.
He's just a wooden boy.
He really is just a wooden boy.
Is he wooden, though? Like, we watched Chucky 2 earlier today.
Well, he wasn't wooden. He was like plastic / rubber.
But he had... over time he developed human organs because he spent that too much time in that body.
And then when they put a fucking air tube in his head, he stretches out like his head blows up like a balloon.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks like, you know what he looks like?
What's he look like?
He looks like that guy in Monty Python, The Meaning of Life, when he eats all the fucking food and he blows up because he eats so much and then he explodes from eating all the food. That's what Chucky looks like.
I saw a GIF today from, I believe it was either Monty Python or Faulty Towers. I can't remember which one it was, but there's like two detectives who walk into a room and there's a lady sitting down at the table and they're like, all right, well, let's have a quick look around. That's it. Like, they looked around quickly.
It's so fucking stupid. That's good.
Oh man, let's talk to the chat real quick. Brett Wells says we will get a Shane versus Roman feud, and it won't be good. Sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. Gina says that someone big will step in to even the odds, which maybe she's right. Wells says WrestleMania 32 in Dallas, Austin and The Rock to appear. So one of them, I imagine, could probably be The Rock.
Even the odds between who?
Even odds of
because
having
right
you
now
against me with your crotchless jihad. I'm blue balls evidently, will almighty good God. So angel bless my soul like James Brown. I can keep going.
What is that?
It's Bloodhound Gang.
Is that one of the new ones?
No, it's not new.
I don't recognize that one. Because right now Roman is basically fighting a 70-year-old and a woman. That's basically who he's facing up against each week.
Well, you know. And what about Shangus?
Yeah, Sheamus too, but he's kind of an afterthought.
It's this song.
Since I hit other than your crotchless jihad on blue balls evidently are almighty good God. So angel dust my soul like James Brown. Strictly
Shut up! We're gonna get copyright. This is a good one.
I
least
like
you could do.
Um,
Brett Wells, you know what I'm saying. I like where the chat's going. Gina says she's terrified of Chucky.
scary shit.
Scary shit! Sheamus is facing an old man and a woman.
Reigns is.
That's what I meant.
And tonight he hit a woman with an old man.
That should have been the title of the episode. Roman Reigns hits woman with old man.
Oh my god.
What was the best part of Raw tonight? Oh, when Sheamus hit that woman with that old man.
Oh man.
Burnout Inc. says, Gina, are you terrified of Chucky the Killer Doll from Chucky or the Chucky from Rugrats? Both answers are acceptable.
You know what's funny is Chucky from Rugrats would have been terrified of Chucky from the movie. Because Chucky was a goddamn scaredy cat. Because his mom was dead. So he's always, you know.
Khalil Scott says Triple H going to return at the Rumble. Now, I don't know who Khalil Scott is, but I'm glad you're with us tonight, Danny. You know what I'm saying? I like your contribution. You think so? Does Triple H return at the Rumble and eliminate Roman?
Does he enter the Rumble?
That
could be kind of cool.
See, okay, so the match completely falls apart.
Okay, yeah.
And Roman goes for the win at one point, and
no, it's Sheamus.
Sheamus goes for the win at one point, and Vince is there, and he's looking at the pin, and he's going to like pin, but then he looks over here, and then he stops, and then he looks over there, and it's like, what? And then another referee comes out, and they're like, that's Scott Armstrong. He's been in the authorities' pocket. Why is he even here?
Why didn't Vince just? I think they were trying to play it off like
How much of that is going to get caught? Oh, as soon as I clicked on it, we lost. Why is it so bad when we try to do this fucking show? It's upsetting. Just skip to the lyrics.
I like this song.
It's upsetting. Okay, it looks like we're back. You know what I'll do? I'll turn down the resolution there so it's taking up less bandwidth. You know what I mean? I apologize for the stream issues, guys. I don't know why it's so fucking bad. You know what I mean?
We're a shit show.
Because nothing else is this bad. But you know what I'm saying? Roman gets the win. The end of it was a complete disaster. It was a total fuck up on so many levels. D-Ray says, I think Vince was supposed to get thrown to the outside as Steph fell in the ring. Vince messed up and rolled back in.
I don't know.
He says, so Vince would have been knocked out, so another ref should have come down for the count. Now, Brett Wells is talking about the signings that apparently WWE made, and we'll get to that after this. But,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Vince McMahon announces that Roman will be defending the WWE World title in the Royal Rumble, which is something I called about a month ago.
I don't remember.
Paul Verzi, I called it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you call it on the air?
Maybe.
I'd like proof.
Well, maybe you should watch last week's fucking show.
I'm not saying you're lying.
Or listen to last week's podcast. Maybe I mentioned it there.
Why would I watch that? It's like watching somebody fuck your girlfriend.
Well, it's been a good show.
You're leaving?
I'm leaving on that high note.
Why are you leaving?
You can have the rest of the show.
All right. So, yeah, Ian left because he likes Sam Fricke more, and he wants me to be gone, but I'm not leaving. This is my post, and I will be damned if Sam Fricke takes over. Look, I appreciate Sam Fricke filling in for me, but he's not going to be the permanent host. I'll be dead before that happens. But yeah, so Roman Reigns, I love you, Sam Fricke. This isn't about you. This is about Ian being a piece of garbage. So anyways, what happened tonight? Yeah, so Vince McMahon announces that Roman Reigns will be defending his title at the Royal Rumble, in the Royal Rumble, meaning the Royal Rumble is for the WWE title. Now, I'm not familiar with the history, but is this the first time the Rumble will ever be for the title?
1992.
The backstage, they're telling me it happened in 1992. So I guess it's the second time. It's very interesting. I didn't see it coming. I didn't call it. I didn't hear anybody call it. So I didn't see this coming. And I'm it's interesting, but now I feel like Reigns is going to win the Rumble, which I'm a little disappointed in, because when he won the title, I was like, hey, well, at least we'll get somebody different winning the Royal Rumble. Because I don't really want to see him win it again. I'd like to see somebody else get a chance to win it. And I think it's kind of predictable that but who knows? They might trick us. Because like we were talking about, maybe Triple H enters the Rumble, fucks over Roman Reigns, eliminates him. But maybe that doesn't happen. And then it's Roman Reigns. Then he'd be out. He'd lose the title. Then maybe they do Roman Reigns versus Triple H at WrestleMania. But then what the fuck are they going to do for the WrestleMania? So there'll be, let's hypothetically, we say Roman Reigns gets eliminated. New WWE champion. And then do they do like an elimination thing, like elimination chamber match at the next pay-per-view in between? Because they got to find a fucking replacement. I don't know. What do you guys think? I got a call coming. Hold on. You're live on WWE Raw Talks. What would you like to say to the fans?
Hey, how's the show going?
I think it's doing pretty good, actually.
I just want to ask the Dan Nans to make sure that they follow me on Twitter at IDS616. And if they have not already followed at SamFricky316. That's my co-host, Sam Fricky. Subscribe to youtube.com/717entertainment, where we're going to do a show for NXT, and we're going to do a review for the movie The Boy.
All right, so I guess Ian and Sam Fricky have officially left. This is the first time I believe Ian has quit the show. Hey, now I finally get my chance to shine. I don't have anyone fucking holding me back, hogging the spotlight. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Shit's about to change. Who's my sidekick gonna be now? Robinson.
All right. I didn't mean to duck out of the show like that so quick, but you know, I had a business meeting that I had to take care of in Baltimore. You know how that goes. You know what I mean? So when you're putting together a new channel, sometimes you got to be taking care of the business. You know what I mean? But I'm going to check out the chat real quick here. Let's see what they've been talking about. Brett Wells says, 92 Rumble, you prick. You didn't know?
I found somebody that my sidekick told me.
Burnout says 1992.
I didn't say it. I didn't lie. I didn't make it
Yeah.
up. I said I wasn't sure.
Brett Wells says this is the B+ player show.
I don't know why Brett Wells is burying me all of a sudden. I thought we had a thing. I thought we were friends.
Gina says it's the artist show. What do you think about that?
It was my show. I thought it was the greatest moment of 616 entertainment history.
D-Ray says Nigel Bravo should be your co-host.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've done a lot of thinking. I'm going to take this channel back. You know what I mean? 717 Entertainment, the world's not ready for that yet. So I got a little bit Hollywood. I was feeling a little silly. But I think it's time to just go back to, you know, dance with the one who brought you. You know what I mean? Where'd all this come from?
I decided to change up my look when I thought I was the own show.
That's one of my favorite bits we've ever done on this show.
Fucking ruined.
Nobody thinks it's real.
It doesn't matter. You never break fucking kayfabe.
I do all the time.
Just the WWE?
Yeah.
No. Everybody knows that shit's fake.
Yeah, but fuck the WWE. You know what I'm saying? If I decide to leave to go to Baltimore to have a business meeting, you know what I'm saying? I had fun. What are we talking about? The Royal Rumble, Roman's defending?
Yeah.
Fuck that. B story. What's the B story?
I don't know.
The B story could be the rumors that AJ Styles, Nakamura, and some other guys signed from Japan to WWE. And it seems like a lot of outlets are reporting this. How do you feel about that?
I'm not really familiar with those guys.
Nakamura is like the internet darling of Japan.
Okay, and I know who AJ Styles is, but you didn't even say the third guy. You forgot.
I don't remember who they are.
I think it'd be cool. Like, it seems like people are excited because these guys are talented dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I think the more talent on the roster, the better.
I'd like to open up the conversation to the Dan-Ans real quick and say, if AJ Styles comes to WWE, if these rumors are true, what do you think they do with him? Do they put him down in NXT a la Samoa Joe and kind of rework him? Or do they bring him in and be like, yo, this is AJ Styles. You know who this is. They're definitely not going to do that.
No, because I think there is a risk that there's going to be kids and stuff who don't know who he is.
There definitely will be.
So they do have to kind of introduce him themselves the way they want. I think it's probably most likely like NXT for a while for them, just till they can decide like how they want to brand him. You know.
Burnout Inc. says put him in the Rumble. That's interesting.
I thought about, you know what, that crossed my mind that he enters the Rumble, and it would be really cool for people who knew him, and then people who don't, he comes out, if he puts on an impressive show, they'd be like, who's this motherfucker? You know, like Rusev did a couple years ago.
Yeah, well, they did that with Rusev, but then it seemed like he disappeared for a while.
He did it for a couple months until
So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. If we're going to talk about the B story tonight, let's talk about the New Day taking on the Dudley Boys and Kalicksto. Now, And it's a great New Day promo as always. And then they talk
Talking
about
Mike Tyson.
how they motherfucker this fucking stream. I'm just gonna power through it. They talk about how they have a gift for the WWE universe, and it starts at 10, and they're counting down, and every number has a different color attached to it, which I did like. We were going Roy G. Biv on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I was excited to see what it was. I was really excited.
And so it gets to 5, and then Chris Jericho's fucking music takes over,
And the numbers change.
and it was dope.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
Although I am disappointed because I wanted to know what the New Day was going to show us.
Let's just hang out for a while while we wait for the stream to come back. Looks like it's coming back, guys. Don't sniff, we'll get a copyright strike. I meant to say sing, but I said sniff because that was the next. You burp on me all the time.
I burped into the thing. I covered it, US.
Check out my fucking sweet shirt.
There's a dog.
You like it?
Bear music.
No, it's a dog.
No, it's a bear.
It's Bam Margera's Barely Sober Foundation.
I really like that shirt.
He got sober, and he's raising money to build skate parks for kids.
That's cool.
Isn't it?
That's nice. It's a good cause.
I was like, I'll support this cause.
Are there other cool shirts?
Nope. Just this one.
That's the only one?
You could get it in black, you could get it in gray, you could get it in white, you could get it as a hoodie and all those colors. Or, you know what I'm saying, like, buy one of those. But what you really should do is go to freelancewrestling.com. Because there you can get yourself a hoodie, you can get yourself a t-shirt, you can get a DVD, you can get all sorts of things over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know where else you can get those products? The only place you can get them besides freelancewrestling.com is at the Bottom Lounge, Chicago, Illinois. January 8th. That's this Friday. We're going to see the N-Words defend the Freelance Wrestling Tag Team Championships against Beauty and the Beast, Stevie Fierce and Rob I Matter. And that's not the only big fight of the night. Because earlier on down in the card, you've got Yabo and Ruffo the Clowns taking on the 4-Star Heroes in a match that has major implications on the tag team division.
Fuck.
Isaiah Velasquez is defending the Freelance Wrestling Championship against a opponent that they haven't announced yet. But sounds like it's going to be someone pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? January 8th, Bottom Lounge, dog. That's all I'm saying. Oh, by the way, they are going to be streaming it live. So watch that shit on YouTube.
It's badass.
Like Freelance Wrestling on Facebook. So when that shit goes up, you can click that link. You know what I'm saying?
Badass.
Badass.
This is itchy.
Take it off.
Committed.
Ceased. We didn't even talk about that match. The match was pretty good. I'm done with the Dudleys.
Yeah, it was cool for a while.
It was cool when they first came back, but
They're just going to do the same thing now.
yeah, I'm over it.
But there was one thing that Chris Jericho called the New Day.
He called him Rudy, Tootie, Booty.
And like the crowd started chanting it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fucking Big E got that over.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't even Chris Jericho. He just said it. And then the way Big E repeated it, all angry, was so damn funny.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people was like, oh, that's a good thing. We should chant now.
This was the same Chris Jericho promo he's been cutting for like 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants at this point. The Rock does the same shit for the most part, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little tired.
He did. So what's he going to do?
Now that he's in the
back?
Rumble.
Oh, yeah, he did announce that.
But it's almost at this point, like, why would we fucking care?
He's not going to win.
No, well, he's not going to win, and he's going to be here and gone.
Yeah.
Khalil Scott, you know what this show is now because you've been with us this long. So you know that we do bits. It's a comedy show and a wrestling show. So for you to stick around this long, I really appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
That's a for real Grammy Dan Dan. You know what I'm saying?
Lost commitment.
Had
Put
enough?
it on my hat.
Oh, this is when you started to look like a Mortal Kombat ninja. I think I named you Sub-Quero,
That's cool.
right?
Yeah.
You look like a tribesman. Yeah, this match was all right. I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah.
I'm really glad the New Day won.
Me too. The New Day should always win. They should beat everybody. Xavier Woods should be the WWE champion. Big E should be the Intercontinental champion. And Kofi Kingston should be the U.S. champion,
Mm.
and they should also be the tag team champions. They should own every belt, and yeah, that's what I want.
Mm. I think the C story tonight, we could go with Charlotte versus Becky.
Okay.
This match was worlds better than
it wasn't
Sasha
bad.
versus Becky last
I
week.
didn't see it, but you said it was really
It was good garbage.
trash.
It was trash
I'm
garbage.
glad I missed it.
Sam Fricke and I had a debate whether it was garbage trash or trash garbage. And
I think you're wasting your breath debating that. It's not very much different to me. It's kind of the same as I think.
Well, this was a good match, but we'll go through it real quick. Becky was looking real good tonight.
A little bit more midriff than normally.
Charlotte's spear, as Stevie Fierce would say, is pure shit.
Pure shit.
Pure shit.
Don't do
Certified pure shit. It's terrible. She like ran at her and then stepped off to the side and just like hooked her with her fucking forearm.
Yeah, you're supposed to get your shoulder and your body into there, Charlotte. Charlotte.
D story tonight. I'm gonna go with Owens versus Neville.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
It was good. I liked it. I like these boys. That was a high flying motherfucker.
super aggressive out of nowhere.
Yeah, Kevin Owens ended up winning
Mm-hmm.
with the power bomb.
They got a lot more time this week than they did last week.
Definitely.
Obviously, they did the quick roll up last week, which I thought was fucking awesome. But when I said last week,
Who
I
won
was like,
last week?
Neville.
Okay.
The match started. Owens ran at him. He got rolled up.
Oh, that's fucking
And
cool.
that's why he
I like
went on that rampage and fucked Neville's ribs up. But I did enjoy this match this week.
It was cool. Neville did that like backflip thing. It's like a I don't know what it is, but over the ropes
Mm-hmm.
onto Owens, like it's like a 3/4 backflip thing.
Yeah.
What is that called?
A shooting star press?
Nah.
What are you talking
That's when
about?
you jump on you're on the ropes and you jump off them. It was just he just runs out of the ring. It was just a
The
dive.
tope?
A dive outside, but it's like a spinny thing he does. He has a twist to it.
You sound like Alan from 2.5 Men.
I don't know wrestling move names.
What's the one where the guy puts the other guy's head here, he puts his arm over his head, and he lifts him up like this, and then he drops him down?
That's called a T-bucket shuffle.
What's the one where you grab a guy like this, and then you turn him upside down, and you fall to your knees?
Oh, that's called a rolling Joe blow.
One of my favorite ones is when you kick a guy in the gut, and then you turn around, you grab his head, and you smash him on your shoulder. What's that one called?
That's a Montana keyboard.
Real quick, we'll do one more. Which one's that one where you grab the guy and you turn him upside down, and then you sit down on your butt with your legs out?
It's called that's a roadkill ice shuffle.
You already used shuffle somewhere.
They can.
There's several
there's
shuffles.
several different. It's a variant of the T-bucket shuffle.
The Montana keyboard. Oh man, that was a fun bit out of nowhere. Brett Wells says, "Where was John Cena?" Good fucking question. Major good question.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he'll come out during the main event for sure,
Yeah.
but he didn't.
Also, I thought maybe he'd be with the Usos or something. Come out with them or the New Day or something. I don't know. I thought he'd come out sometime. Or no, the Usos when they were fighting the League of Nations 2 men.
Gina says, I did a great spear tonight in my match, but someone named Steve Schneider dropped my camera right as I hit it.
Maybe you shouldn't have dropped him on his fucking head.
Sounds like you're throwing some heat there at Gina.
Just,
Guys, there's
Steve
major
Schneider,
relationship turmoil.
See, I'm just saying, Steve Schneider shouldn't have dropped her on her head.
Mm.
She should have dropped him on his head. I wish my friends would not drop each other on their fucking heads.
Especially you, because you have squirrel bones.
Oh, you don't want to touch my bones.
I just want to say real quick that the only person who has questioned my eyebrow was Andy Jarek. Nobody has said anything about it. Look at it. It's obvious. It's a very clear thing. You can't look at my had. What do you think he said?
Fucking New Day sucks.
Oh, no, he just says he doesn't feel good. Go ahead, as you were.
I don't know what we're talking about. The stream's dead again. But
Steve sent me a thing, and I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Steve never knows what he's talking about.
No, I think he knows what he's talking about, but I don't know what he's talking about.
He's a strange man. He called me the other night asking how to spell internet. And I didn't answer him.
You know what? I'll play the voicemail.
I was busy. And I got a voicemail.
What were you doing that you were so busy?
Watching football. I'm not disturbed during football.
I don't want no phone calls. What game were you watching?
I think the Denver Broncos versus somebody else. Denver Broncos won.
Brett Wells says that the glitches are too much for him to notice my eyebrow, and you're full of shit. Full of shit. Here's the voicemail I got from Steve Schneider the other day.
I don't think you hit play.
Hey, no real emergency. I was just really confused for a second. Is internet spelled with an I or an E? Now, I know what you're thinking. I know you're just thinking, Steve, you're a putz. Go look this up. And then I'd say to you, Ian, where do you want me to look this up? On the internet. I don't know how to fucking spell it. Like, I think it's I, but then I think of email, and I don't know what the E would stand for.
He said something at the end, and I got cut off.
I'm not gonna play mine, but he wrote that down.
Did you say the exact same thing?
It was word for word the exact same thing you said in mine.
See, now D-Ray says, I noticed your eyebrow right away, but couldn't remember if you always did that. See, now Vince said that to me too. And he said something, he was like, oh, I feel like shit. And I was just like, I shaved this fucking dumb notch in my eyebrow. And he was just like, see, now I couldn't remember if that was like a scar or if you've done that before. It's clear as fuck.
You're always doing weird shit, though. It's just like another day.
So you're saying is I can't do anything anymore. That's what you're saying.
You just got to get really fucking... That's too subtle.
What am I supposed to do?
Cut your just fucking head off. And people will be like, did you just do something different with your hair?
Cut head off.
Yeah.
Khalil Scott says, I subscribe.
Fuck yeah,
you know
brother,
what, Khalil Scott? You know what I'm saying? We're just going to clap for Khalil Scott right now. Let's sing a song for Khalil Scott real quick. Whatever song you sing,
I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss a thing.
We love you, Khalil. That's enough. See, that's what happens when guys like Khalil Scott show up and they subscribe. We're going to sing to you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? How did the fucking Job Squad end up coming out?
It was Dolph Ziggler came out first. They have a match like, ooh, Dolph Ziggler, who's he gonna face? And then Heath Slater comes out.
Yeah, for some reason I wrote these notes in the Owens versus Neville spot.
That's all right. That's all right. Heath Slater comes out and it's like, okay, I haven't seen this man in 6 months. He's like, I'm a one-man band.
I'm just one man.
All my friends are dead.
That's a great Turbo Negro song.
And then Rose, whatever his fucking name is, Rose, Bo Dallas, and
Rose.
Curtis Axel Rose. Well, they should be a tag team and be Axl Rose.
Whoa!
How's that not a thing, fuckers? Come
That's
on,
the
WWE.
move. That's the move.
They're in a stable now,
Yeah.
so you can do it.
Yeah.
And then Heath Slater and Bo Dallas would be Heath
Slater
Bo
Slater
Slater.
Bo. Slater Bo.
Bo Heath Bo.
Bowslitter.
No.
Heath.
I've come at this from every angle I could think of.
Yeah. We'll just give her to those two guys.
And yeah, they were all saying really stupid shit.
Yeah.
And like it sounded like,
well, Heath Slater was just like, looks like I found some friends.
Yeah.
And then Adam Rose gets on the mic, and what did he say?
I don't even know. He was
just
like,
we're all
pretty
flowers
that are riding into the stratosphere.
Yeah. And then Slater's like, what? And then Axel takes the mic. He was just like, the chains are off.
Well, he first he starts quoting Amazing Grace. He's like, "For I was lost, but now I'm found." The chains are off. The chains are off. And then Bo Dallas basically said, "Just believe,"
which was funny. Heath Slater did a mic drop, and then Bo picked the mic up and did a Bo leave and dropped the mic again.
Yeah, and like it was weird because, and then they called themselves the Social Outcasts.
Garbage name.
Whatever.
Garbage name.
All right.
It's like, you guys are social outcasts. What should we call you? And someone's just like, what about social outcasts? It's like that fucking episode of The Simpsons where they came up with Poochie, the dog, for Itchy and Scratchy. And then Krusty or something was just like, I don't know, call him Poochie or something. And he walks out and they're like, everybody good with Poochie? And they're like, yeah. Steve says he just got his audio back now.
I don't know what to tell you.
Everybody else has had audio the whole time.
What do you think of the stable, though?
It's trash. It's garbage. It's useless. It's a waste of time. Unfortunately for all these guys, they're not going to get anything, you know, except Heath got a win over Ziggler, but...
Okay. D-Ray says that their name is actually now trending Social Outcast.
I like Brett Wells says, all you have to do is Bo Heath. That was terrible.
That's pretty good.
Burnout Egg says, I got the perfect name for them. The Submission Sorority. We tried that already. Where's Paige? Brett Wells was saying this earlier. Where's Paige?
I don't know. There was a lot of divas missing. The only divas were Becky and Charlotte. Everyone else was gone. No bad team bad.
I just love that Bad Day is not a thing.
Nope. It was they just danced.
I'm glad that it's not
in the ring one.
Like it could have been interesting, but only if it led to something for Sasha. But they clearly don't know what they want to do with Sasha. They gave Sasha 15 minutes on Raw. She shit the fucking bed along with Becky. It's not just Sasha's fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they don't have anything to do with New Day because I don't want them being dragged down.
See, it could have been interesting, but I only think it could have ended badly.
So the only way to end it is to just not do it at all.
Started.
It was like, I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Damn stupid sexy Flanders. Did we cover all of Raw?
For the most part.
I feel like we went pretty quick. Oh, the Bray Wyatt boys beat up a show boy.
Oh, I didn't even see that. What were we doing?
I don't know.
Oh, you were showing me a show.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even bother to record.
What?
We didn't bother to record.
We were talking about top 5. What the fuck is it? I wrote it. I don't know what it's called.
Things I don't know.
Top 5 things I didn't know with Sal Melendez, which goes live on this channel. Khalil Scott, if you've never seen Top 5 with Sal Melendez, it's a top 5 show starring Sal Melendez, who's a friend. He's not a friend of mine. I don't like him. But it's probably the funniest show on the internet. Who cares?
I'd say so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Marlon Mancia just joined us late in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That's a for real grimy Dan right there. And since we've talked about Raw, Dan, fill up that chat. Give us things to talk about. Give us a couple questions. We wrapped up early tonight. We wrapped up like a half hour early. So we can hang out with you for a little while, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we want to know what you want to talk about, and we'd love to talk about it with you. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's going to go to Sam Fricky's house again, and they're going to discuss 717 plans. And then guess what? He's going to come back and show... Yeah, I know how he feels when I quit every week.
No, what I wanted to do was just go get the amazing top 5 things I didn't know with, God damn it, this fucking lighting. Top 5 things I didn't know with Sal Melendez poster made by the wonderful Lydia Caranda. You know what I'm saying?
She's a killer, man.
Lydia J on Facebook. You got to go like that page. There is no good way of showing this off without
it's too
the light
glary.
Ruining it. You know what I'm saying? But January 8th on this very channel, you don't want to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Because missing it is not what you want to do. It's not a good thing. It's not a good way to live your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
D-Ray says a teaser for the Stevie Fierce podcast. Here's the thing about that Stevie Fierce podcast is, and you're going to hear it when you listen to the episode, sometimes you sign a contract. And these contracts say that man. So then I get a text today, and he was just like, "Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna like want to air that." I was like, "Okay, yeah," and I was like, "Okay, I can take out any parts that could get you in trouble with the deal you signed, but I gotta air something this week, dude."
Yeah.
Like, and that show is so good.
It's good,
but
there's still good stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of parts where we talk about us and Terminator.
We talked about Terminator for like 45 minutes.
Yeah. But
if you don't like it, suck a fat one.
Yeah, but there's just there's some things that you can't talk about publicly when you sign an NDA. So, but that's part of life, you know what I'm saying?
That's part of
Especially when
life.
you're super. So are we live?
I think so.
It's acting like we're live. Talk to them while I figure this out.
Yeah, this is weird. We, like, obviously the stream broke out sometimes, but, well, we saw on this end, we've never seen before. It seemed like a fatal error. I'll read some of the chats to see what, Steve says, I'm going to get married. Who are you going to get married to, Steve?
He texted, I can show you who he's going to get married to.
okay.
He texted me earlier today a picture of this girl that he got matched with.
On Tinder? Twimbler? All right.
Okay.
Hey, man.
I would show her to the Dan-Ans, but I don't know if Steve would appreciate that. And I don't know if she would appreciate that.
Yeah, don't put her out on the internet. She didn't consent to that yet. Let him get married. Now, Steve, you've matched with this girl. Have you had any conversation yet? How is it going?
We're back. So I don't think we need to just bullshit anymore. But yeah, I don't know how much they heard about the CV Fierce podcast, but I talked about it for a couple minutes. It goes live Wednesday, Dan-Ans. You just gonna have to listen to it. I've said before that Stevie Fierce was my favorite guest on the podcast, and I don't know if that opinion has changed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, I love that.
I just fucking love talking to that guy. And I hadn't seen him other than the shows, but I don't count those in fucking 6 months, so it was good to be able to hang out with him again.
It's really good.
Same with Nick and Amanda.
Yeah.
Like when they came over and we watched the UFC and shit. And then we watched American Ultra right after.
Here's the thing.
What a fun fucking night that was.
Our lives were great. I'm not complaining about my life. But I think we've lost sight of something. Every time we hang out with people, it feels like we're doing work. You know, we're doing a show, we're doing a podcast, we're doing a Raw Talk, we're doing a thing. We got to hang out with more our folks just for friend times, you know? Not everything's got to be a job.
I know, but the reason I wasn't is because I was fucking busy.
I know, but I'm just saying we got to make time.
I didn't have time.
I'm just saying.
And when I did have time, I was mostly doing this shit, which is a responsibility. I'm not going to stop doing it.
I'm not saying that we need to stop doing this.
So what are you saying? Alex Olson is in the
What
chat.
I just said.
And he said Steve should be marrying the pink-haired girl from the Freelance show. See, now that's a dated reference that I don't think anybody really gets at this point.
She ate Joey Ryan's lollipop.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to
You
marry
don't
that
want
girl.
that girl.
But Steve says that she's beautiful and straight edge. Oh my god, oh my god.
Don't wait too long to ask her out now.
D-Ray says that's why me and Nigel are going to get tacos.
Are we invited? Am I invited?
I doubt it.
I like tacos.
D-Ray's another guy we were just talking about that we want to get on the podcast.
Yeah. And just hang out.
See, the problem was for a while I was booking the podcast like 3 months in advance, and it was like super not stressful. But then I started talking to a bunch of people who I can't fucking get plans with, and then the night would come and they'd be like, "Oh, I can't do it," and I'd be like, "You motherfucker."
Yeah.
So I kind of get pissed off about booking things way far in advance at this point.
No, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? D-Ray says, "Oh, I'll give you guys the invite."
No, I don't want a pity invite. You just invite me because I asked to come.
See, I'll take it because I know it's not a pity invite, but since you declined, me, Nigel, and D-Ray are going to get tacos.
I'm sensitive.
Nobody's more sensitive than Stevie Fierce. You know what I mean?
Maybe
That's all right.
Maybe he just wears his heart on his sleeve, and I'm a cold motherfucker who hides my pain. Did you ever think about that?
Mm-mm.
Maybe you should.
Think so?
Yeah.
Nobody's really given us...
Steve's already planning his bachelor party with this girl.
That's not a good idea.
And he just said he doesn't want to get his hopes up. Now he's getting his hopes up. His hopes are up. They're up. I hope they don't. I hope you don't crash and burn.
I just want to say, Danis, before we get the fuck out of here, January 8th, Freelance Wrestling live at the Bottom Lounge. It's going to be streamed live on YouTube. So if you're not in the Chicagoland area, you can still check it out. Hang with your freelance boys. You know what I'm saying? Your 616 boys are going to be there too. So we're going to be hanging out with you in spirit. January 8th. Oh, it's the same fucking day. Top 5 things I didn't know with Sal Melendez. It's the season 2 finale. You know what I'm saying? This could be the last time you see Sal Melendez. That's all I'll say. You know what I'm saying? What game are you gaming? Episode 4? Right?
Yes.
What game are you gaming? Episode 4, where the artist and I talk about our game of the year, is going to go up. Fuck it. It'll go up tomorrow.
Why not?
Nah, it'll go up Wednesday. I'm busy. I don't have time to put it up tomorrow.
Oh, Friday's someone.
Yeah, it'll go up Wednesday. Steve says, talk about new signings. We did. Your audio was out. Brett Wells wants you to podcast with him about pain.
I'm down. Anytime you want, Brett Wells.
D-Ray says, help me decide what airline should I fly to Dallas on, United or Southwest. I've never flown Southwest before, so what should I expect? I haven't heard good things about them.
I've only flown in memory American. That's all I can. It's nothing special. They give you a can of soda, and that's it. And there's like a $10, you can buy a fucking $10 bag of Gardettos. And the movie, that's what I flew to Angola, and there was a movie. And it was this fucking claymation movie about a sheep. And my dad put his headphones in to listen to it for a second, to see what it was. And he said there wasn't even dialogue. There were people in it, and they're just talking like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Who the fuck wants to watch that on an airplane? It's like 90% adults, and they're playing a 100% fucking child's movie that nobody would want to watch.
Would you want to watch that off an airplane?
Never. I would never, ever want to watch that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fuck that garbage. I was reading a book anyways.
What are you reading?
Harry Potter. What's this? Why are you doing this?
That's how I feel about Harry Potter.
Okay, I don't care how you feel. I like it, so it just doesn't affect me. What do you think? I enjoy it for myself and nobody else.
You gonna do a podcast with Brett Wells about that?
If he wants to.
About Harry Potter?
I don't know. I don't know if he likes it. I don't know if he's read it. I know we talked on Facebook about The Office. We'll talk about that.
Are you going to show up to his podcast? Or are you going to go to South Africa and miss the show? And then Brett Wells is...
I didn't leave you hanging.
Brett Wells
I told you months ahead of time that I was leaving.
What do you want to plug?
You plugged everything already.
I didn't plug your Twitter.
At the Artist 616.
What's my Twitter?
You say it.
I'm not supposed to tell you this.
I'm not your Twitter handler.
I'm going to. I'm going to read you the text. Gina says, don't ever tell him, but when you get artists screaming mad and he starts freaking out like Charlie from It's Always Sunny, it makes me soul smile. And I told her I do it on purpose all the time because I love it.
That's why
I was like, he gets mad at me, but it's fucking worth it for the good of the film.
It's like fucking 10%, like 10% of what I show though. It's
Is it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's real mad.
Yeah. It's real mad.
Hey, real anger and pain.
D-Ray says you could have flown in Sam Fricky for the show, but you didn't. So give the artist some slack. He gave you months of advance notice.
That's what I'm saying. But I can't have a life. I can't ever see my fucking family.
D-Ray, you. Well, no, it brought us back.
Shit! That was perfect.
Good attack. Well, let's just. What if we went into another bit, and then at the end of that bit we finish it?
No, let's just get out of here.
No. No, but we'll just.